Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here today. Appreciate you joining me. If you want to follow along today, we'll be back in Genesis chapter 24, beginning in verse 28. And here it says, Then the young woman ran and told her mother's household about these things. Rebekah had a brother whose name was Laban. Laban ran out toward the man to the spring. As soon as he saw the ring and bracelets on his sister's arms, he heard the words of Rebekah, his sister. Thus the man spoke to me. He went to the man, and behold, he was standing by the camels at the spring. He said, Come in, O blessed of the Lord. Why do you stand outside? For I have prepared the house and a place for the camels. So the man came to the house and unharnessed the camels and gave straw and fodder to the camels, and there was water to wash his feet and the feet of the men who were with him. I'd like to tell you I've got you a great big biblical truth this morning, one that is going to be life changing, but I don't. To be honest, these few verses really turn into just almost information, laying some groundwork for some of the future story of what's going to happen in the drama, the saga of Isaac, Abraham, and Rebekah. One of the things what I'm talking about here is notice this about Rebekah's brother. As soon, it points this out, there's a reason this is here. As soon as he saw the rings and the bracelets on his sister's arms, he sees that jewelry, and when he does, he runs to meet this man. Later on, we're going to discover that Laban was a very covetous man. And this just sets the stage for it here at this point. You wonder how much I think really what we learn about Laban tells us all we need to know. I was about to say I wonder, but I really don't. When Laban says, "What are you doing standing out here? Come on in. I got a place for you, place for your camels." I think all of us tied back to he saw the rings and the bracelet. He saw the jewelry. And so that is his motive here. His motives are less than pure in being generous and hospitable to the servant. And again, that becomes very clear as we move on through this story. But again, that's just kind of setting the stage for what's going to happen. I will say, if there is one lesson that we do see there, again, it is being hospitable, being nice, and receiving that hospitality that we see on the servant's behalf. Again, maybe a good example for young families as their children begin to date and start moving along in their relationships. That the young people's families play nice together. We've all seen these horror stories of on these talk shows of children who are not even children anymore, young adults who are torn and struggling because their parents are fighting and those kind of things. But not a lot of lesson here other than setting the stage for what's going to happen. I just can't get over that line. As soon as he saw the rings and the jewelry, the bracelets, we need to think about our motivation. What motivates us? What causes us to be nice? What causes us to be hospitable? What causes us to, are we nicer to somebody who has on rings and bracelets than that homeless guy we might come across walking down the street? Are we nicer to that fellow that we know has influence and power and money? Are we nicer to him? Do we treat him differently? In particular, if they show up in our church and they come into our church in a nice suit, or maybe not even a suit anymore, so few people own suits, but come in dressed nicely, clean, hair done, as opposed to someone who may come in walking, didn't even drive, walked in, rode a bike. Maybe they come in tattered blue jeans. Maybe their hair's kind of mussed up. Do we treat them differently? Or do we see the rings and bracelets and run and greet them? You think about it. Have a great day. We will see you here tomorrow morning.